As the coronavirus continues to make headlines around the world, you're probably seeing a lot of measures you're supposed to take if exposed. Phrases like quarantine, isolation, and social distancing sound similar, but there are key differences and criteria for each. Let's break down these key terms one by one. First, quarantine, or the restriction of movement of people who seem healthy but may have been exposed to COVID-19. Varying degrees of quarantine exist, but all refer to individuals who aren't showing symptoms.
So quarantine applies to healthy people. When we talk about quarantine, typically what that means is that people are either put in a special location or they're just told stay home.
If you've traveled to any of the countries with a level 3 advisory from the Centers for Disease Control, this applies to you. The CDC says to stay home for 14 days upon returning to the US from China, Iran, Italy, or South Korea. This list of countries could grow. Next up, isolation, or the act of keeping those who are sick or infected away from those who aren't. Though on face value, quarantine and isolation may seem interchangeable, they aren't.
We make a distinction between isolation and quarantine. So isolation is when people who are known to have a virus are kept away from other people. As soon as someone who's under quarantine gets sick, it becomes isolation. So we want to use those words precisely. And isolation would be in a hospital because someone is sick.
Hospitals have taken strict measures to isolate coronavirus patients. They use ventilators that prevent air from circulating more widely, and health workers wear heavy protective gear. And finally, there's social distancing, which refers to keeping others at a literal distance to minimize risk. This can involve avoiding densely populated settings, like shopping malls, stadiums, and movie theaters. It can also encompass school closures, canceling large events, or teleworking instead of going to an office every day. To be exact, the CDC recommends keeping a distance of 6 feet from others if you've traveled to a highly infected area.